Okay, so it's Sunday, June 14th, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at what's going on in the general market and what we could look to expect this week, and then we'll take a look at the trades that we have set up going into this week. So let's take a look at the S&P 500. This is a daily chart of the S&P 500, and for many weeks now I've been showing you this channel right here. Let me put it on for you. It's the bottom of the channel. Then there's the top of the channel right here. Okay, that's a channel we've been working with now for several weeks. I've been showing you that every time we get to the bottom of the channel, we've been bouncing off of it repeatedly. The last time it came to it, I said that if we broke below it and closed below it, we'd be in trouble, as I was looking for some follow through to the downside down to this level here. But obviously that didn't happen. What we had was a short squeeze, got back up into the channel, tested it, and now we're back below it. Okay, this is very significant. The fact that we closed below it but didn't follow through was short-term bullish, but in general terms, in the larger scheme of things, it's still very bearish. And I'll tell you why. Because this is what I'm now seeing developing on this chart right here. Okay, it's not confirmed yet. Okay, but what I'm thinking is that as long as we keep hitting up on this level now without going above it, then we're in a bearish situation. Short term, a long term bearish situation. Okay, but if we do get a breakout above this level and price gets back up this level, then we could see another shift of sentiment to the upside. But right now I'm thinking that we're in a situation where we're going to have to continue to sell the rips. And what that means is that every time we get a spike up to this level, we're going to see a selling into it. A spike up to this level, we're going to see a sell off into it. Okay, so now this is the level we're watching. Want to see price get back above it, above this level, to get back into a full-on bullish condition. But right now we're selling the rips and keeping an eye on the price action, generally speaking. Okay, so that's where we are in terms of the S&P 500. And this week we're looking to sell any rip that gets up to this level here. Okay, if it gets above it, then we'll definitely go long and look for pressing up into former highs. Okay, now in terms of this week's well, before I move on, I must mention that this week we have the FOMC minutes on Wednesday, FOMC meeting, so we could expect to see some more volatility as we head into Wednesday and immediately after it. Okay, we also have option expiration on Friday. Friday is OPEX, so we will see some volatility going into options expirations. So those are two events that we need to look forward to this week that could bring some additional volatility. The FOMC meeting on Wednesday and options expirations on Friday. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on those because they do have a big impact on price action. And as you know, we watch price action. That's where we take our cues from. Okay, now in terms of this week's list, we have a couple of trades lined up just to get us started for this week. Okay, as usual, we'll be adding more trades as we go through the week, but just to get us started, here's what we're looking at. First trade on the list is ESPR. Okay, and what we're particularly interested in is this huge sell-off took place